If you want to learn how to trade just like me, join the community, click the private Discord link, sign up through this membership level, and you will gain access to weekly group mentorship calls for free. Welcome everyone to the channel. I'm Louis Crypto. Make sure you are of course subscribed, but also over on Twitter as well. My name is Louis_Crypto. I would suggest using the links in the description of this video, but also help me achieve 2.5k followers over here, under 40 followers away from that. I'm also posting updates throughout the day, maybe before the video or even after the video if I have to add anything. It's also important to know what's going on with Bitcoin. If we know what's happening with Bitcoin, then we know what's going to happen with our alts. And back a few days ago, we were saying that if we lose this key level over here, we're going to start dumping and alts will follow. It's now happened exactly as we were pretty much predicting. And I made a few updates already today. Now, make sure you're following me because we made a Vechain update. But look, guys, help me out over here. Start reposting, liking, commenting. We need to bump up the algorithm on Twitter because we've got over 230 views. But absolutely no likes. I will repost it right now, so please help me out on that post. What I noticed looking at the chart is that it was mirroring a previous correction. Now, I actually did this in the past bear market. I was able to predict Bitcoin actually, going into a full-blown bear market once I'd saw some pretty similar things happening for a second occasion. So I saw a head and shoulders pattern, shoulder, head and shoulder, followed by a double bottom over here and a huge dump. And I was able to predict that it would come down to around 15 to 17k. I think it was 17k over here, and then we went down a little bit lower after. And how did I get that target? I noticed that this had played out before in the past back over here. And I'll quickly mark it out. Shoulder, head, shoulder, double bottom down there, and then a big dump. So essentially, I just moved that dump to over there, and it pretty much gave me the bottom. So what I'm just trying to get at over here is that we can see patterns in the past that are pretty much spitting images of what is happening right now. So that's what we're seeing on Vechain currently on the daily time frame. That is what we saw of course over here, where we were pretty much spotting the exact same pattern as the Bitcoin one: a shoulder, a head and a shoulder. And then instead of a double bottom, well, there is some sort of one over here, and you can say that here there is a double bottom, but we could also say they're double tops, or there's a double top on that right shoulder. So on that right shoulder of the head and shoulders, we've got one top and a second top, and then we had the dump. So it's pretty much the exact same correction again on the previous correction. It came down to the 200 EMA back in November, and that is what we're anticipating this time round. What's quite funny is that we pretty much started the formation of this pattern exactly down at the 200 EMA. However, when we started forming this pattern, this bearish pattern, the 200 EMA was a lot lower, guys. So it took creating this pattern and for it to meet its target to meet the 200 EMA and let this of course catch up to be very close, or very close to being in line with the low, which is pretty much where we started the move in creating this head and shoulders pattern. Guys, please make sure you are subscribing, liking, commenting and sharing these updates. It really does help the channel grow, and we should be beyond 10,000 subscribers by now. So we're also very close to 8k. I think just a bit above 150 subscribers away. Let's try and do that in these last few days of this month. It's definitely possible. Now, if we head over back to the current chart now that we've looked at the Twitter, again, make sure you're following there as well. And what we can now see from this chart, if I add some Fibonacci's from this point over here, essentially I want to look at, as we're dumping, the points where we had bounces from. Remember, we start to see green candles, when those green candles end, we start to see it moving back down. So I need to see where it's moving back down to, and it's showing that a key level of support was this golden pocket over here. Now, if you remember from about last week, we were saying that while we are holding this neckline of the head and shoulders pattern, there is a chance we could be forming a double bottom over here. just like that. But again, guys, you need to break the neckline. We were also saying to get this continuation to 9 cent, we need to reclaim 3.5 cent. Once you reclaim 3.5 cent, we're on to 9 cent. Without reclaiming 3.5 cent, we're not going to 9 cent. Simple as that. So you're waiting for the head and shoulders neckline to get lost. This double bottom did not break the neckline. It also didn't reclaim 3.5 cent. And so with that, although it gave us the opportunity to bounce from here, the fibs, it's also suggesting that if this level is lost and the moving averages are also lost, that we have targets to the downside, and we've met the first one today, which is 2.5 cent. What's quite funny is that it's almost exactly down there. Slightly missed it, maybe a fraction of a penny, but it's still just slightly missed it. However, we have met the first target. It was in between the 1272 and the 1414, and we're expecting this whole area down over here, if I make it yellow just for a second, as this area to actually act as a key level of support. Now, what's interesting, the fibs are saying that this is a key area, nothing else, just the fibs. However, we have further confluence saying that it is a key area. Again, this is where the head and shoulders pattern started to form, because this is where we got the initial push up for the left shoulder. So that's the support where we began all of this move up and down. And so that's where we've pretty much come down to, not exactly, but a few fractions of a cent off of it. But however, we have met the 1272, which is one of three targets that we're meant to be using as support to potentially stop this correction to go back into a bullish trend. But remember, it was from the golden pocket and the moving averages back over here we were meant to hold and eventually reclaim 3.5 cent. So it's the same situation again. Although we went down, we didn't get the move up to reclaim it. Although we've gone down, we've deviated from that path, that bullish one, to head to 9 cent, getting huge moves, a couple 100%. However, we still have the chance in doing so. And so this dump, although it's deviating from that move up for now, we could see this as an opportunity to DCA at lower prices. In turn, we're going to make higher percentage gains in the upcoming future. And so what if we actually get a bounce from over here? We need it to not only reclaim the 1 fib level, but also that golden pocket, that essentially that move, those moving averages. The golden pocket where we're meant to find support and continue higher. We need to reclaim that and then still take out 3.5 cents. So even if we reclaim the golden pocket, it doesn't necessarily 100% confirm we're going to 9 cent, because to get to 9 cent, we need to break through 3.5 cent for that. So yeah, it's a good at the moment that it looks like it's following this. We can see that we're getting towards the end of it right now, but that's if we are following what happened back in November. This could have, of course, all go wrong. Remember, we need to take out this level and this level, and if we just get up to the first one and start losing this support, then yeah, we're going to continue even lower. If we lose the 200 EMA, you're going into a longer term downtrend, and we're changing the trend, and it will suggest that we're no longer following this. But as I can currently see with my own eyes, that we are actually rejecting a key level of support being between the Fibonacci's, as well as the 200 EMA being there, as well as where the move begun for this bearish pattern, and then as well as this previous resistance, now support, all suggesting that this should give us at least a bounce. Now the next question is, can this bounce reclaim 3 cent and then 3.5 cent to start a huge move to a potential 9 cent technical target? Because if we look over here, we are trapped underneath this range high since May 2022, and when you take that out, we go to the next high, which is boom, 9 cents, bringing a huge move from today's current price of around 237%, given totally free here on the channel. Guys, please support us, and if you want to see continued incredible content, consider taking action on the membership, which is the Discord community. Essentially what you're going to get in there is 2 weekly group calls on Tuesdays and Thursdays, where I mentorship you on how to trade exactly like me, so you can become a profitable trader. It's proven that what is taught in there can bring at least a 45x. This is exactly what I did in the past bull market. We're targeting for well beyond that. It's just what is taught in there did bring a result of 45x to the people that were in the group chat back in 2021. This time we're going for hundreds and hundreds of x's because the cryptos that we're looking at are beyond the top 100. We managed to do that 45x with top 100 cryptos. Now there are cryptos that are not even listed on the ranking in the group chat, cryptos that are near 1 million market cap. If you're interested in that sort of thing, consider supporting the channel. It does of course help me get these videos out of higher quality to you guys. So use the links down below and I'll catch you over there. Cheers.